Hey bunnies, it's your girl Usagi here, back at it again with another reading. Back. All right, today we are doing Gemini. Yay, are we excited? Woo! Today's Gemini's collective reading, okay? Which means I'm just gonna, talk about whatever Gemini needs to hear, any lessons or guidance that, Gemini needs to hear, as the case may be, so we can help you out on your journey through life, right? These are collective readings, so please, if it resonates for you, take it with you, hold it close to your heart. Drop a like, leave a comment, letting me know how I did. Please and thank you. But if it didn't resonate for you, by all means, just leave it in the dust, pick a different video, or pick a different reader, okay? And if you want to know a little bit more about me, feel free to check the description box below where I have a little bit more info about me and as well as about booking and, all my other social media platforms as well, right? So I think we have all the rules out the way. So let's get started. I'm using a couple different decks. I'll name them as I go, but you know me, I get really caught up in my reading, so I might forget. So just bear with me. Thank you. We're going to start off first, though, with the Soul's Journey lesson cards to read your energy. Gemini, see where you are, see what's going on with you, see how everything's going. Right. So, yeah. What messages, what guidance do we have for our dearest Gemini? What messages, what guidance do we have for our dearest Gemini? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides and Ancestors. What messages, what guidance do we have for Gemini? Your cards are smacking me in my face, Gemini, and I'm about to sue. Oh, well. Okay, that's a lot of cards. Mocha, don't need that. Thank you. Let's get one more, please, for Gemini Spirit. Let's get one more for Gemini. Oh, she fell. Oh, you gonna see my dreads? Alright, cool. I hope you like the view of my scalp. I just washed my hair, so it's pretty fucking clean, okay? Don't try and cut my ass in the comments. Oh, boy. Okay, so we have service. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, we have service, we have trust, we have honor, we have peace, and then we have blame as the bottom deck energy, followed by death and indecision, and then gratitude. These cards are from my last reading, so I don't know how serious I'm going to take them. Maybe I didn't shuffle all the way through, but I do believe that these cards are definitely for you. And I guess we will see if those cards were just meant to kind of come up for you again, because sometimes that does indeed happen for me. So yeah, I'm just going to go with these base cards and trust these ultimately, because I do feel like something's going on here for you right now, Gemini, when it comes to acts of service. So let's just talk about this for a while. So we have service. I feel good when I can help others. We have trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. We have humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. And then we have peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. So, part of me feels like you are conflicted when it comes to showing your acts of service. It could be to someone else. Maybe acts of service even come easy for you, but I don't know. I feel like you want something, Gemini, and we're just afraid that it might not come. But trust is definitely something that Spirit wants you to have a lot of faith in. Not just trust, I guess in whatever that is, but also like in yourself, and that God is making the arrangements to make sure these things actually happen for you. Then we have humor. So if anything, we might have to just drop our guard down a lot, especially if this blame card does fit into your reading, where you might want someone else to take responsibility for how unhappy you might be in the situation. But maybe it's not as serious as you think, Gemini, and maybe it's time to take a step back, make a little lightness of it, maybe give a little bit of love in order to get a little bit back with that service. And with the peace card, kind of understanding that peace kind of comes from not laying blame to you or to someone else, but to kind of getting a chance to understand where everyone is coming from, right? So who knows? let's see when I look in the tarot if we, have any other insights in there. I'm also gonna let's close my door real fast. 1 second. My bad, I should have closed that bitch from before. But yeah. Let's shuffle out this deck. I hope you guys are doing well today, Gemini. I hope this reading finds you well today. Okay, so service. What does that mean for our Gemini, Spirit? What does service mean for our Gemini? Please get one card, please, for service. What does service mean? Nice. What does trust mean? What is it that Gemini needs to trust in, Spirit? Card already. How can Gemini bring more humor into their lives? How can Gemini find peace? Don't eat that mocha. Actually gonna, because honestly, that's the correct position for that card. And I will, I guess, explain to you why shortly. So yeah, we have the King of Cups, Six of Swords, Six of Cups, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Bottom deck energy being the Fool, followed by the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Wands in reverse. So, service. Service is an act of kindness, right? Kindness comes from the heart. So I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you to be in touch with your heart space, please, Gemini. Part of me feels like, emotional intelligence is really important for whatever is going on right now in your life and how it is that you show people that you love them. So understanding what people need and when they need it, how they need it, what they truly need. So say, for example, you were helping someone out and you gave them money, but it's not that they really needed money. They need a fucking job. You feel me? So that's what I want you to look more into, like your acts of service, Gemini. Think of how can I make decisions from the heart space, but also from a space that will really, really benefit someone else. It's not just an act of niceness, but a genuine act of kindness. With trust, Six of Swords, whatever it is that's going on, that you're afraid of coming to you, like I said, there's something that you want to come your way, something that you're either trying to manifest. It could be a person, a job opportunity, a passion, but Spirit wants you to kind of, with that Six of Swords, understand that you're about to come out of a tough time or a tough period, and you're going to move into something more pleasant, more benefiting for you, right? Six of Cups. Part of me wonders if maybe whatever it is that's been holding you back, or whatever it is, it could be connected to your past, that or Spirit is asking you to maybe make light of some of the things, or to return to the past for a bit of humor, maybe connect with someone, from your past, through humor, through lightness, joke-heartedly, you know what I mean? Or at least from a way that's trying to connect versus trying to blame, because like I said, there's a chance that whatever has happened with this blame, or the case may be, might not be that serious, and it's just a matter of kind of, being lighthearted and maybe talking some inside jokes, to kind of get things back into a stable state of mind. Knight of Swords in reverse, though, when it comes to peace, is definitely just watch how you make your approaches. Don't move too fast with your mouth. Be careful what you say, Gemini, because words are a double-edged sword. Hence why you guys are air signs. Why swords significant, they symbolize air, because they're a double-edged sword. Your tongue can do so much damage, You know, that's what she said. if you if you know, say the wrong thing. So be sure that you're not, you know, answering or coming from a place of, you know, of resentment when you run your mouth or when you're confronting someone with a certain situation. Make sure you're coming more from this King of Cups of emotional maturity, stability, intelligence, you know what I mean? So that way you can do something kind for this person instead of something nice, you know what I mean? Because clearly there's some kind of new beginning coming your way. Maybe, like I said, what it is you're trying to manifest is definitely going to come your way. But it's going to take time, and it's going to take love on your part, because part of me feels like you might be blocking your blessings by, you know, harboring animosity or spreading negative energy, Gemini. So let's see what else Spirit has to say for you, my dears. So what does this King of Cups represent for our dearest Gemini? What does this King of Cups represent for our dearest Gemini? Sorry, I dropped the card. Okay. King of Cups. Queen of Wands. Okay, so yes. Acts of service will definitely do you a lot of justice. I'm just looking at that Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So yeah, that's what I was trying to say from before as well. So we have the King of Cups with the Queen of Wands and then the Justice, followed by the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, right? So Queen of Wands is also a representation of giving. She's loving, she's nurturing, she's hot. Don't forget that part. You know what I mean? And she has a way of bringing warmth to a lot of situations, simply because she's not afraid to share her wealth, share her abundance, share her love, her passions to other people. With the Justice card, like I said, I feel like you are one that, you know, does right by people or tries to do right by people. But with this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like something needs to be corrected. Yes, nice if you like to do acts of service, Gemini, but like I said, don't do them in a space where you're taking away from yourself, because then that will cause conflict. You know what I mean? Well, I did this for you. Why didn't you? No. You feel me? If you're gonna give someone something, make sure it's from an act of kindness, something that's not gonna take away from who you are or even your own personal resources. Okay, Gemini. There are other ways to show people love, affection, appreciation, and like I said, if it's a money thing, maybe that person doesn't need money. Maybe they need to find a way to make money on their own. Okay, so let's move forward. Because ultimately I feel like, you know, Spirit has seen the good that you've done. So if you've been experiencing any negative karma at all, understand that is definitely going to turn around for you with that Justice upright. That's why I'm like that Six of Swords. Trust that if you're in a dark space right now, Spirit is trying to guide you out of it. So what does this Six of Swords represent for you, Gemini? What is it that you're being pulled from? What is it that you're trying to manifest? What is it you're trying to move on from? 1 second, guys. I want to reshuffle this deck real fast. Okay, Six of Swords. What does that mean for our Gemini? Okay, so it just means some things are definitely changing at this time, Gemini. So if you've been feeling like you've been walking through limbo, if you kind of feel like you don't really know what direction you're going in, don't worry, it's okay. A lot of things right now are happening in order to push you in the direction that you're trying to go. With the Hangman, Spirit is calling for you to take a different perspective with the situation that you're currently in. You know what I mean? You haven't quite... Let's say if you failed in something. It's not quite a failure. What did you learn? Okay, what else can you do now? What's the next step? Or better yet, am I looking at the situation wrong? You know what I mean? How can I look at this from a different perspective? Maybe from someone else's, you know what I mean? Or maybe I can change the way I've been thinking or doing things for quite some time. The Ace of Swords with the Judgment card in reverse, I feel like, you know, you do have some things that you really want to say, Gemini, and what you have to say is very valuable, but you're going to have to kind of get out of a certain mindset with that Judgment in reverse, and I feel like it's that negativity of blame. There's no need to play the blame game with anyone, you know what I mean? I just believe that something really, a certain mindset within you has to end for you to truly see something, something past your defenses. You know what I mean? Something closer to love, something closer to cooperation to those around you. So that way you don't have to give too much of yourself. You know what I mean? In order to feel like you're honoring someone else or to love someone else. And that way you don't feel like maybe like you're giving too much. So understand like whatever's happening right now, Gemini, it's teaching you a lesson to move you out of one negative space into another. But it's definitely going to take some work on your part. You know what I mean? And just kind of understanding that, hey, maybe it's not that person's fault or this situation's fault as to why I feel that way. Maybe it has something more to do with me or something deeper, you know? So what does the Six of Cups represent for humor? How does the Six of Cups represent humor, Spirit? Okay. What is it from the past? So something about a broken foundation. Maybe this has to do with even like relationships, something like that. A broken foundation or something ending abruptly. Something wasn't built properly in the past. It could be maybe the relationship, like maybe with you or someone else. It could even be like maybe your parents. Especially if this is something about like a relationship situation, like maybe there was an equivalent give and take in a marriage situation or a relationship that you were once in, or like I said, with your parents or something like that. And you realized from there that you kind of have to stand up for yourself. But just be careful, you know what I mean, not to go too hard. Like I said, yes, you learn what you learned and you feel like you do have to stand up for what you need to believe in, by all means, of course. But you're trying to manifest, you know, a healthy relationship. You're trying to manifest healthy boundaries. You're trying to manifest more good in your life, right? So the best way to do that is to stay positive and to understand that, yeah, I may have witnessed some fucked up things in the past, but I have to realize my triggers for what they are. You feel me? So that way I can live humorously. That way when something negative happens that might trigger or remind me of the past, I can just laugh it off because I know that that's the past and that's not now. You know what I mean? You're not that person, or this situation isn't that situation. So I don't need to keep comparing them, and I can learn how to kind of move on, or like I said, laugh it off, or, you know, look at it from a different perspective, because like I said, you're not in the past anymore. Gemini, you're somewhere else now. So how are you going to move forward, you know, from here on out? Knight of Swords in reverse, what does that mean for Gemini? How can we negate this Knight of Swords in reverse in order to find peace? What can you tell us, Spirit? Thank you so much. We have Temperance. So definitely a time for healing, for balance. We're tapping in to both feminine and masculine energies. Two of Pentacles. Yet again, talking about balance, and then the Fool. So yeah, there we go again. So part of me feels like, Gemini, is even though it may seem tough right now, I feel like you're like learning new things through conflict with that Five of Swords here. Then we have the Five of Cups, and then we have the Four of Pentacles. So even though at times, you know, you might feel a little lonely, especially when you're fighting with this person, or fighting with, or, you know, just battling with certain people in your life that you really want to be close with. Like I said, once you take this new step towards healing and learning how to truly balance, you know, your emotions and your personal life, learning from the past what it is that really needs to be healed and moved on from, I feel like you're going to find a better way to communicate and cooperate with the people around you. Sorry, I'm so Guyanese. People around you. Just understand, like I said, don't try and people please through finances. Don't think that money is what's going to kind of help, your relationships. It's not. You know what I mean? What you need to do is be a little bit more grounded and personal with your money, Gemini. Save up your money for you and find different ways to love the people around you. So that way, when you give too much, you don't have to blame anybody else for that. You know what I mean? You don't have to be like, well, if you didn't need this, or if you were better at this, or if blah, blah, blah. Fuck that. You know what I mean? You chose to help, Gemini. You chose to be there. So now, how are you going to be there better? In a way that can push this person forward where they don't always have to rely on you, right? So, now that we got that out the way, we're going to look at the Starseed Oracle in order to get some more, in order to get a closing message for this reading. I forgot to mention, this is my Light Seers Tarot, that deck. This is my Rider Waite Tarot, that deck. Like I said, Starseed Oracle. So, I'm going to shuffle up for you now, Gemini. I hope you guys are doing well. Good on you if you made it this far. Thank you so much for watching. We're not done, but thank you. I'm never going to close the reading now. Like I said, my Starseed Oracle, so we can get more messages from Spirit for you. Okay. Ooh, Gemini. So what closing messages and guidance do we have for Gemini Spirit? What closing messages do we have for Gemini? Wonderful. I love all these cards. I love all these cards because they match you. They match your reading beautifully. So we have Jump In, Andromedan Energy, Adventure, Say Yes to Change. That's right, Gemini. Weight of the World, Boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. What I told you. Double Mission, Lightworker, Starseed, Serve the World by Being You. Oh, wonderful, beautiful, beautiful. Then we have Called, Soul Gifts and Training, It's Time to Step Up. With the bottom deck being the Courageous Peony, Multifaceted, Unique Nature, Let Yourself Be Seen. Seed the Light by Staying Grounded, Star Keeper, then Lost Land. You've done this before. Okay, so, sorry, I just read the other cards in the bottom deck. So, yeah. There's definitely needs to be some type of change here, my dearest Gemini. That's probably why that death is here. I'm learning that ending really beginning. So there needs to be some type of change, some type of intuitive change. I do feel like you've been wearing yourself thin dealing with other people, especially with Weight of the World, Boundaries, Let It Go. It's not yours to carry. Like I said, there are other ways to show people that you care, Gemini. And if you really do feel like you've been overworked or overrun or even taken advantage of sometimes, then stop. You know what I mean? Stop doing those things that make you feel that way. You can blame the other person for taking advantage all you want, but you also have to take accountability for the fact that you allow them to do it. So, as someone who has a double mission, who's a light worker, a starseed, who likes to serve the world, who likes to give to others, now we have to realize, okay, well, yeah, I am a healer, but how can I heal others while also taking care of and or healing myself? You feel me? Because that's the only way you're going to be able to avoid a lot of these arguments that keep happening for you, Gemini. Understand that whatever's happening, that change that needs to happen, it's time for you to step up and learn and utilize some of the gifts that you've learned throughout your spiritual journey in order to push you forward. Like I said, if something has ended or something has ended for you in the past or showed you something that you did not want to see, understand that you're not there now. So don't let your past control you, is what I want to say. Try to, like I said, help people through ways that aren't hurting you, so that way you can shine and be your best you, but also not be burdened with everyone else's problems, okay? It's time to change some things. Gemini is trying to shake things up. Surprise yourself and surprise others, right? So, that is the end of your reading, right? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please drop a like. If you enjoyed even more, please comment down below letting me know how I did for you, okay? And as I say, right, let love lead the way. Ashe, ashe, ashe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.